This is going to be centered around looking to sharpen these cylinder mower blades. Now the blades are one of the most important cutting features on any mower, and if I was to say what is my number one thing with regards to the cut quality that I can see on my lawn, it's going to be a sharp blade and a properly set bed knife. This concept also applies to rotary type mowers. Having a sharp blade will produce a cleaner cut along the grass blades. It'll help to prevent bleeding and give a much better visual appearance on the lawn. So for this type of mower, it comes with this cassette system. It acts like a chopping action against the bed knife set at the bottom. And you can see here, I've got quite a bit of debris built up over the season. I think this has been probably at least 4 or 5 years maybe without any work done to these blades. And there's some debris along the edge of the blade. It looks mostly like grass debris, but it could also be some small burrs on there as well. And similarly on the bed knife, there's a few chips where perhaps some debris has been struck in the lawn, like stones or other types of debris. And overall, the cut quality isn't quite where I need it to be. So how do you check that the reel is cutting properly? First up, I'm going to turn the mower off and take out the spark plug. That way, there's no danger of the mower starting up while I'm taking a look. Now as this blade's spinning, it's acting as a cutting mechanism, hitting this bed knife, and you can adjust the height of this cylinder up or down by 2 little screws on the top. It's a bit tight in some places, and this is going to be really loud and produce excessive noises while we're cutting. Really, we just want a nice whisper of the blade touching this bed knife to get the best results. So the next step is, let's have a look of how it's doing cutting paper, which is a test you can do to check the sharpness of the blades. So I've made some of these paper strips. It's just a sheet of paper folded in half. And I've got these set up so I can test the efficiency of the cut of the mower. So let's take a look how it's doing. If I have a look on the left-hand side, it cuts in the middle, it cuts, and on this side, doesn't quite cut. So that means I need to adjust the screw on this side. To adjust the screws, I need to actually remove this grass cradle, which I can do by pinching it in and removing that. There's 2 little screws, one there and one there, that you can just do a quarter of a turn just to back it off. And these screws are almost on like a ratcheting mechanism, so you can hear audibly a click when you turn the screwdriver, which is quite good to know how many turns that you've done. This side was a little bit too harsh. So we'll flip that back up and have another go.
My present now is my past, so lost in a familiar place, while everybody's moving on, and I try to keep up with the pace, but I don't know what's going on, and it feels like I'm running backwards over
can hear this blade doesn't sound as tight. See, it's just bending the paper as opposed to cutting it. So what you can see is that no matter how I adjust the mower, I can't quite get the cutting settings right, or the cut is different on different parts of the reel. I either have it too loud and noisy, which means there's too much tension, or I have it too loose where it doesn't quite cut the paper enough. So that normally means that I need to do one of two things. The first option I have is regards to product this, which is grinding paste. You can pick this up off Amazon, and I'll leave a link to this in the description below. It's got two parts to it, a fine paste and a coarse paste. And what you do, you're going to be taking the cassette out of the mower, attaching a drill on the drive wheel and spinning that reel whilst applying the paste. And that's going to help create these edges, clean them up, and hopefully clean up the bed knife. This year, I'm going to send my blades off to get professionally sharpened by Steve's Mowers. Now, I'll leave a link to Steve's shop in the description below and some contact details if you're interested in getting your piece of kit done. Over the winter is an ideal time to get this equipment done so you can beat the rush for the spring. So get your mowers sharpened now if you want to do it. And there's some contact details for Steve in the description. I'm going to make a follow-up video when the blades come back from Steve's shop. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. If you've got any issues with your cylinder mower, or you want to talk about anything in the video today, drop me a comment down in the description below, and I'll see you in the follow-up video.